Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. How cheap and frugal living looks kitchen style 2021, which is 4 years from the last one I did. Let's get started and talk about it. I've made a lot of improvements in the last several years and I want to share about them today. Number one, I used to waste a lot more food, primarily produce and bread. So what do I do now? I generally buy mostly frozen produce. I do have a few single pieces, but I don't buy bags of produce anymore. So I buy very minimal. Number two, loaves of bread. What we do is we don't buy that much, but we keep it in the freezer and take out one slice at a time, which means less food waste. This is the good news. I'm being much more mindful of what I buy, and we're wasting less and less food all the time. So I wouldn't say we're zero food waste, but we're pretty close. Number two, and this is huge, and this is one that many people don't even think about. One of the things I used to waste money on was kitchen utensils or baking sheets, cookie sheets. The reason why is I wasn't reading on how to take care of those things. Example, this is a bread pan. I didn't read before on my old ones, don't dishwasher it and don't use baking spray in it. I was doing it anyway and was wondering why they weren't lasting me long. So now I read the instructions on how to properly take care of what I have, and guess what? They're lasting longer. Same with my cookie sheets. It said, do not put these in the dishwasher. So I hand wash them very gently, and I use these little baking sheets on them. So the good news is the things that I'm buying, I'm taking much better care and making sure to read instructions so that it lasts longer, which saves money in your kitchen. This is another huge thing. Number three, you know, sometimes you might want to go to a certain restaurant, and this is something I'm doing, and I'm thinking of showing you guys this on the channel, is you might have a fun recipe or something delicious. Well, I've been making mock recipes of items. For example, I love Starbucks, I have to say, and I love their holiday drinks, and their lemon loaf is so delicious. So guess what? I made a copycat lemon loaf. I'm not saying it's the exact same thing, but it was really good. It ended up costing me, and I figured it out, about 40 cents a slice. So that ended up being good. So making some mock recipes of foods you love at restaurants can save you a lot of money. Number four, every Thursday I do a wipe out and a clean out on my refrigerator, freezer, and pantry. So I'm really aware of what I have and what I need to use. That also helps with the food waste. Number five, I use the utensils and things I have. For example, this hand mixer, my other one from the 1950s, finally kind of had to go bye-bye. It was falling apart. This one is from the early I think it's actually from 1970. Still going strong. I'm still using it. I also have like this. One of my friends gave this to me, and it works fine. You know what? The little rubber thing came off on it, but it's still doable and it still works fine. And so I'm using what I have rather than going and buying the newest and greatest. Plus, I don't have a lot of room to store it. And number six, a big thing I'm doing too is if I want to make a recipe and I don't have an ingredient, I'm looking for substitutions instead of going out and buying that ingredient. I used to go out and want to make these big elaborate recipes, and I would spend a lot of money on ingredients I'd only use once. So now I'm looking for substitutes, and sometimes I might not make that recipe because maybe it's just too many obscure ingredients that I don't want to buy for one recipe. Okay, number seven, you guys know I do demos on weekends. I don't buy food there. I pack my lunch. I've got a couple of these, and that saves a lot of money not buying lunch. Number eight, you guys know I've been meal prepping almost every day. Even if I'm working a lot, I cook or I bake something. So that way we always have, you know, a side dish, a main meal, some kind of breakfast food. We always have something to eat. And number nine, this one might seem odd. I'm being a more mindful shopper. I'm asking myself when we buy something, did the family all like it? Is this something that we're going to eat again? And that way we're buying what we like and we're going to eat, which means little food waste. To sum this all up, taking good care of what I have in the kitchen and minimizing food waste and using every single thing we have so that we are being good stewards of what the good Lord has given us. That's all I have to say. I'd like to know from you, what are some ways you save money in the kitchen? I always love to hear from you. I appreciate you, love you, and like always, I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.